Welcome to this week's episode. Thank you for tuning in. We'd love if you subscribe so you'll be notified of our post each Thursday. So, just like every week, we'll start off. What was the weigh-ins? How was that? I went down point 0.2. Um, Progress is progress. It wasn't the week for me. We were in the ER and hospital for 6 hours in the middle of the night, so between lack of sleep and not eating well, especially a little stress. I'm good with 0.2 pounds down. Nothing extra. I made sure the last 2 days. Went to the gym yesterday. Plan to take him tomorrow, and I will. And then I went for a good half-hour walk on Sunday night after we got a good nap. All right, so I'm down 0.2. Mom, what was your weigh-in from 277.62?
I was 277.2. I only did about 4.4, but I have found that it's kind of like every other week with me. I will do 2, 3 pounds one week, and then the next week it will be a half a pound. Um, but I sit back and I look at it. This is the first diet that every week I have lost, and that's
Oh,
unusual
15
for me.
pounds in a month.
Yep,
Who
15.2.
who cares if one
Yep,
week it's not, and you're not even taking the average. So, like,
right,
things are different. If we wanted to be more precise, we could weigh ourselves daily, do the average, but
right.
that's,
Yeah.
I think that's added stress. We don't need any of that. Just any progress.
I think it's hard.
Eating.
We do weigh-ins on Monday, and I think that's really hard after a weekend. I mean, we try to do really good on the weekends, but
Sure.
we were with family. We ate out. It does make a difference. So yeah, but
Had
I
to
got
come to
things.
my house in the middle of the night while I took my pregnant wife to the ER. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah.
Yep.
Things happen.
Yep.
Uh,
So
all right.
Did you
What about
do
you, Dad?
well? I was also down point 4 pounds, so my weight now is 274.8.
Mhm.
We did start going to the gym last week, so that's a good thing. So I think part of that, I kind of feel like part of it could be attributed to that. Now that we're starting to go to the gym, you're going to be building muscle instead of, just being sedentary lifestyle. So I kind of feel that, yes, we only lost point 0.4, but we might have gained some muscle there. So who knows? It's a long term
Yeah.
effect, and
You
um,
probably didn't gain muscle that fast, being you went 3 times now, but
right.
your body is adjusting to the external stimulus and changes. Like what Mom said when she was nauseous after her first workout. It's kind of like your body didn't know what was going on. It hasn't exercised with intensity like that in such a long period of time where you might have actually been feeling so, like, let's just think of athletes. When they are on the field, they're not stopping taking a time out to go to the bathroom. Your digestive processes, your stomach, your small intestine, less energy is directed there while you're exercising. And then once you got done exercising, the blood, nutrients, and focus went back to that, and you had that. I think that's why you were nauseous
mhm.
because your body was just so foreign to what was going on. And then it got back to its, regular balance and it was off.
Right. Yeah, and I haven't ate before,
Yeah.
and our training sessions are getting more intense
Oh, sure.
and working us harder, and that so yeah, I've just chose to not eat before I go, and I think that
Yeah.
was I had a protein bar like a half an hour before I went, and you've explained that that was not the best choice of what I should have ate, and maybe that close to exercising.
Yeah. And especially with your training sessions being 6:30 at night, I'm not that worried about pre-workout nutrition. If you were going straight in the morning, might be a good idea to get a little something. But with
Right.
you've typically ate 2 meals by then, or at
Mhm.
least a meal and a snack, depending on when your first meal is, etc.
Yeah. Yeah. But it really, Bethany was asking us tonight if we've seen any changes, and energy level, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Couple things I noticed this weekend just with mobility issues, just
Mhm,
after having 2 sessions. So, I,
mhm.
yeah, definitely see the benefits of it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Motion's
I'm not
motion,
quite,
especially.
I'm not quite there where Taylor said you're gonna get addicted and you're gonna crave it. That's not there yet, but hopefully
Mhm.
that will come. It,
What's your
it takes
recovery time for like when you were after Thursday? When did you feel back to normal?
probably last night, Sunday night.
Okay.
Sunday
Yeah,
or Monday. Yeah,
yeah,
it was all the
2 day
way till Sunday.
turnaround though. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah. My knees were the biggest impact, but like I was telling her tonight, I think I actually loosened up some scar tissue because
Yes.
now with my knee replacement, there's spots on my knees that I'm feeling now
Good.
that I never have had any feeling restored there after my knee replacements. So
Good.
that's encouraging.
Hmm. No,
Yeah,
love hearing all that.
yeah.
Another thing I think that's really good, just with what we've been doing, um, it's really opened the dialogue between us. Not that we weren't open before, but no one likes being told what to do, especially by their child. So now
Mhm.
I'm getting, health questions, food questions, where like I was always there as a resource, but it was never. I wouldn't want to come forward and just like be preachy because that doesn't get
Right.
anyone anywhere.
Right,
So
right.
now I think it's just really helped with an open dialogue back and
Yeah,
forth where you guys are texting me about different things.
yeah.
Speaking of open dialogue, I did have a question.
Yeah.
Um, the app that we use for logging food, it says that you should at least eat between 1,000 to 1,200 calories per day,
Okay.
and that if you're eating less than that, it puts your body into like a starvation mode and you'll actually stop losing weight. But with the GLP-1s, it's sometimes it's hard to eat that much. Now with the GLP-1 slowing down the process of the body digesting the food and digest takes longer to digest, does the body still go into the starvation mode or no?
I mean, starvation mode, like, it's not. I wouldn't call it a myth by any means. It's in much more extreme circumstances. Um, I think baseline of what you want to hear, fat gain only happens when you're in a caloric surplus. Your body does do things like it may lower your NEAT, which is like your subconscious movement, your fidgeting. You're going to be less prone to that because your body just naturally does that to burn calories. Just a little foot tap, finger tapping, that stuff might go down. But as far as starvation mode, as long as we're getting adequate protein to limit the muscle wasting, that's our biggest take home always. With the GLP-1, it does slow down the gastric emptying, but at the end of the day, if you think of it like a gas tank, if you're filling it, it doesn't matter necessarily what time you're filling it, as long as you're filling it and then utilizing it throughout the day. That's not the best analogy. I wasn't sure where I was going with that, but yeah.
Mhm. Well, and that's something that Dad and I have both worked very hard on in this last week is really trying to hit the protein targets.
Yeah.
But, you know, like you said before with the dialogue, I mean, we did not get to this weight having a true understanding and a big knowledge of diet, exercise, nutrition. And so to us, everything, you throw everything when you start something like this, you got the whole medicine component and all of its side effects. You got the diet, you got the nutrition information and the nutrient goals, the hydration goals, fiber, and then the muscle concern and the hair lot. And it
Yeah.
is really overwhelming. And I had a couple people reach out to me about that. And it's like, it really, so it's like, okay, this week, let's concentrate. Let's figure out a routine to get our protein at the 100 grams. It's still
Yeah.
not enough, but at least it's a goal that, I mean, I've been hitting 100 to 105 consistently now for 7 days. So now the next thing will be the hydration. I have to work very hard on getting those goals up there every day because I'm slacking on that. So it's just a lot all at once, and kind of just taking a step back a little bit and doing one step, and it's like, and then everything will all fall into place. Calories really isn't an issue because I honestly don't think you could eat enough unless you ate totally all
Yeah,
the wrong foods to exceed your calories for the
yeah,
day, which is wonderful. That aspect is wonderful because I've done every diet in the world, and you always feel like you want to eat the kitchen sink. You're starved. The food's talking to you in the kitchen.
yeah,
And with this, I have none of that. Both of our food noises are really, really cut. Mine is pretty well eliminated. I literally think I could go all day and not eat. I have to eat by the clock.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
You have to set a little timer reminder. Just be like,
yeah,
all right, I gotta get 10 my 10 grams of protein, my 3 bites of some grilled chicken breast or whatever
yeah.
you have.
Right. That's one of the things that I noticed, especially, like on the busy days where I'm playing poker at night. It's like if I don't take actually what I've started to do is like to actually take a protein drink with me and then a
Sure.
protein snack because if I
Hmm.
don't do both of those things, then I'm not going to get enough protein in me because typically I skip that evening meal when we're playing poker. So that's what I've found to get me to that goal each day is on those days that I do that is I actually have to drink a protein shake to get there.
Yeah, yeah. It takes foresight and planning,
Mhm.
just like doing anything. If you don't have a plan for the goal or mission you're trying to achieve, you're not going to get there without adequate planning. You have to foresee, especially with how active you guys are traveling, to think
Mhm.
of how you're going to get your nutritional needs, your hydration, even your exercise.
Yeah. Well, and last night we were gone for the night, and I was sitting at a restaurant. That is a whole new adventure. You
Mhm.
know, so many. I mean, some restaurants, 90% is all deep fried. And now last night we were at more of a fine dining, and we split a lettuce wrap and an appetizer, which was crab cakes and then and spinach, and we love food. And, I mean, the waitress was like, "Are you guys done?" It's like, "Yes, we're done. You can take it away." I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's just unheard of. It's
Yeah,
just so rewarding because you're not finishing a meal starving.
yeah.
So so
All right. I think that's gonna be a quick one. Do you guys have any other anecdotes or something you want to mention?
no, no, everything's just going good. So
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep it up and we'll
okay.
just circle back to next week. And for those who have watched the whole video, thank you for hanging out with us today. It means so much if you click that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next week.